Hi, this is Rosie from Gathered and Crafted. This is episode 2 of my fiber projects, what I have on my needles or hooks. And it's been 2 months since my first episode, but I did get a lot done, a lot I'm working on. So welcome. Thank you for watching. And like I said in the first one, I watch a lot of these podcasts from other people, and I just think they're fun to watch. I like to see what other people are working on. It gives me ideas of what I might want to do next. So I do have a lot of projects planned out. So I'm just going to jump right into what I got done. My finished objects or FOs. I finished this. It's called a cherry blossom hat. It's brioche, and this is the first time I did brioche, but I think it is so much fun. The pattern is out of this Knitting Van Gogh book that I got for Christmas, and I can't figure out who designed the pattern. It says Krista Ann is the one on the back, is who the book is by. So perhaps she designed all the patterns in here, but like when you look at the pattern, it does not, oh, it says inspired by Almond Blossom by the painting from Van Gogh. And that's the picture of the hat. And I didn't buy yarn for this. I was lucky enough to find in my stash, I had this green color is Manos del Uruguay Milo in the color Conifera, probably like a conifer. I had made a shawl out of it, the hipster light I had made out of it in the past. And then the pink with the little speckles, which I think worked out great in this pattern. They look like cherry blossoms to me. That is a Bad Sheep yarn that I also made a cowl out of in the past. It was left over in my stash. The color is lilac. It's Bad Sheep yarn sock fingering. And you know what, I didn't write it down, but I just realized because of the halo, I held that together with a Surrey lace. And I am sorry, I don't know which one I used. Again, it was in my stash. So what's cool about brioche is if you turn it inside out, well, you can't see it very well here, but there you go. See, it's the same pattern, but in reverse colors. And before I just steam blocked it, but it fit really, really well before I steam blocked it. And then I steam blocked it and the band got a little stretched out. So I did get some real thin sewing elastic that I'm gonna weave through there just to tighten that up a little bit. But I think it's good. It's gonna be good to go out and feed the horses in style next winter because it's getting warmer here. Okay, that's finished object number 1. Finished object number 2, almost finished, is my halibut cardigan. Let me see if I can stand up and back up. So I finished my halibut cardigan. The only thing I have to do yet is I'm holding off on the buttons because I want to get either driftwood or sea glass buttons, something oceany. I did do the buttonholes. And the other thing is, you see here where this goes up there at the end, I didn't finish that off on this side. I just added a couple little rows of crochet to get that to go straight across. And this, I still have to do that yet. My band goes up there. So I just want to add a couple little stitches of crochet, a couple of rows. I'm sorry, I meant rows. So those are my 2 finished objects in the past 2 months. I have a lot of whips, works in progress. My first one, okay, I wanted a new top for Easter, and I wanted it to be colorful, and I didn't want to buy new yarn. I have a lot of yarn that I have projects planned for, so I went in my stash, and I started this. I wanted it to be colorful. Let me untangle it. This is called Bird on a Wire by Bristol Ivy. I'll show you My needles are all hung up in it. So this is what it looks like. Bird on the wire. Can't really see well there, but it has like different color coming in here on the shoulder and then on the bottom. So I used from my stash. Now I didn't, of course, do the neckline and all that, but I started with Orchid from Bad Sheep Yarn on the top, and then in the middle it was Stash that I had made something out of from Dream in Color, Jilly, and the color is Uptown Electric. And I think they will look nice once I finish the project. That's how the top of the sleeves coming together. I think I made it an oversized size, but those are the colors. But anyhow, I thought, you know, maybe not for Easter. So then I saw on someone's podcast they were doing the Ilha by, now I don't know how to say her name, Teti Beshi? So I bought some signature fingering yarn from Expression Fiber Arts, which I buy a lot of her yarns. I like her blends, all the fiber blends that she uses. This is 40% alpaca, 30% linen, and 30% silk in the color Dreamcatcher. It's Expression Fiber Arts Signature. It has the linen, I don't know if you can see it, I'll hold it up close. I need a better camera. The linen is the little blue flecks. And it'll be smooth once I block it. But it has this yoke that has the lace pattern, and then on the bottom it has this, which is really pretty. I never did that before. It's really easy to do. And then going down the side, it has a cable. How can I show this to you? Oh boy, I'm not doing so well with the filming. It has this cable going down both sides to the bottom. So all I need to do is add the sleeves, and I think I want to do a little bit to stabilize the neckline part, maybe just a little row of crochet or I-cord, and then I can block it and wear it for Easter. If I'm doing anything on Easter, I don't know. I'm working a 12-hour shift the day before, and if they need somebody on Easter, I might work as well. I'm a nurse, so I've been going in a lot as needed and working on 12-hour shifts lately, which I prefer to do, get the hours in. Okay, so that was work in progress. WIP number 2. WIP number 3 is another top. I had this yarn in my stash, and I was planning on making this anyway, just not right now. But Andrea Mowry, her March to May knit-along has started. So I'm like, well, I have to cast on. The Hey Sailor. This top, you can wear it either way. You can wear the buttons in the front or in the back. And here she is with it in the front. Let me see how I can show you this without showing the pattern. There's in the front, really cute. So like I said, I have this yarn. It is Expression Fiber Arts Yak Silk Fingering. It's 50% yak and 50% silk. And I have it in the colors Rice Paper and Clear Sky. My intention when I bought the yarn, I was going to make a couple camisoles to wear under sweaters in the wintertime to keep me warm, because this yak silk holds the warmth in. It's awesome. It's so soft. But yeah, so I started again, everything looks better once it's blocked. Hopefully I'll be done by the end of May. I mean, I joined the March to May knit along. So this is the entire thing, the entire round. It goes around to the front and you put a button band on. I have to do 12 inches, and then I think I do the arm, start the armholes. But the really cool thing is the buttons that I have for this, which I also had in stash, that came in a kit that I had got a long time ago from Expression Fiber Arts. But look at these buttons. And this is called Hey Sailor. So these buttons are, there's a lighthouse, and they're little. They're the perfect size. There is a, what do you call those? Raft thingy. Love Sea. It's backwards. There's a sailboat. There is one that just says fish. Oh great, I'm getting a tickle in my throat. There is an anchor. And there is a ship wheel. And I have a whole bag of them. So I think I'm going to use all different ones instead of using all of the same picture. I think it would look cool to have all of the different ones coming down the front or the back of this. Okay, whip number 3. Hey Sailor. And I'm hoping to have the 2 tops done early summer. Hey Sailor might not be done till late summer, but that's okay because, like I said, it's yak silk fingering, which is very warm. It's so lightweight, so it's not overly warm, but it's cozy, cozy, cozy. I only have 3 more that I'm going to show you. I have others on the needles, but they're kind of hibernating right now. Okay, so I joined this. I thought it's only for 3 months, so I'm going to join it and learn some more heels for socks. I've only ever knit 2 pairs of socks before, and they were 2 different patterns, and I gave them both to my sister Sue for Christmas for 2 years in a row. So I joined Madeline Tosh's sock club, and it's the sailing, let me see, sailing sock club. So all the yarn is going to be in like these nautical type colors. So the first one I got, it is Madeline Tosh Sock Twist Light in the color Cove. And I cast these on, I want to say in February. I had taken my sister to the hospital for a surgery, and I cast them on there. And it's, I just have it in this little bag and in my purse, well, my little backpack. And I work on it every once in a while if I'm sitting in a doctor's office or whatever. But this sock, they're called Wave Rider socks. And I do have a photo. Sorry, something scattered along the floor here. The Wave Rider. And it came with this color also, which I don't remember what it's called. Oh, I have the little things in here. It's a super dark, like indigo. There's my stuff I've been looking for. I needed these needles. Depth. So it's Cove and Depth are the colors, and I'm enjoying this. I really like this heel. I never did that textured heel before with the gusset. I've never done an afterthought heel or a before thought heel where you just knit the whole thing and then cut it and add your heel. I'm really afraid to do that, to cut the knitting. I mean, I've steeked a sweater before, but I will try that. I listened to this podcast called Needles at the Ready by Kevin and Ray. Kevin and Ray, if you ever see this, hi! I hope to see you in person someday. Anyhow, I know you, but you don't know me. So they do, Ray's always doing, well, they both do afterthought heels. They knit a tube. They have a machine that knits the tube. And then they cut it and they add their heel on. And it looks really cool. Ray just did one that's like, it's self-striping yarn. So the heel looks like a bullseye of different colors. It's really cool. But anyhow, so I'm, I'd say 80% done with this sock. I have to knit the second one. And it's only a 3-month club. And I have received, sorry, the mail person's out there. I have received the 2 the last two, all three I've received, so I gotta get moving on socks. I do enjoy it. I enjoy having it with me. I even have taken it in my lunch bag to work because sometimes my day, oftentimes my day at work is stressful. You know, nursing is like that. So I can eat my food in 10 minutes and then have 10 minutes to do a couple rows, and it just frees up my mind. Oh, I wanted to talk to you about this yarn that I did, because I don't know if I talked to you about it before. The yarn that I did this halibut cardigan in is Expression Fiber Arts. I think it was, she only had once. I only ever saw it once, right before Christmas. Wonder Worsted. It's 75% extra fine superwash merino and 25% mulberry silk. It's very, very soft, but as I was knitting it, it kind of feels like a cotton. You can't see it on there. My sweater needs a little shave, but it kind of, how can I show you? It splits. It's a gorgeous yarn, knit up. The fabric is beautiful, but knitting with it, it splits a little bit, and that was not helpful. Okay, my next project I actually saw on Kevin and Ray's Needles at the Ready podcast, and I think several people are doing it now. It's called the Jelly Roll Blanket, and I am so sorry, I don't remember the designer's name. It's in my projects on Ravelry, and I thought I had the paper here with me. Nope. All I wrote down is I'm using a size 3 needle because I had to take it out to use for something else. But you use your leftover scraps. I have a whole bag of leftovers scraps, and you knit, I think this is my right side. You just knit in strips with your scraps, and then you get it to the length you want it, and then you start here and you knit another strip and another strip. It's called a jelly roll because it's like a jelly roll, you know? And you end up with a big blanket, or small, however size you want it, with all these strips of colors that you've used in different things. And I think it's really cool because I can look at this and remember what I knit out of that and what I knit out of that. Yeah, so that's my jelly roll blanket, and I probably will be working on that for the next 10 years, who knows? I very seldom pick that one up. And the last thing, right before, no, not right before, I don't know, at Christmas time, Expression Fiber Arts came out with this color, Cozy Christmas, in pearlescent worsted. It is such a beautiful color. It's 50% wool, 50% silk. And in the past, I showed you in the first episode that I knit a geode cowl with pearlescent fingering. So this is the same blend, it's just thicker. And I wanted something that'll really show off the colors, so I thought, well, I'll do another geode. The pattern is by Jane Vangelis. That's the geode. So what you do in this pattern, see the different texture there? Is you knit one of the colors, and then when you get to the next color, you do a seed stitch. I think in my first video I said pearl, and that was wrong. So I kind of started this, then I set it aside. I'm not real sure how much I love it. I might use the yarn for something else. But you see how in the navy, I was just knitting, I think it's a 3 stitch rib, 3x3. And then when I got to the gold, or I don't, brick color, I did the seed stitch. So I'm not real sure. I mean, it's going to be a cowl, but not real long like the first one that I made. So it's just going to be, it looks nice there, but I don't know. I picked it up today, got it out to show you all, and I was like, I don't know if I love that. But you know what? It's really cozy on. So yeah, maybe I will continue with that for next fall, next winter. Here's another thing. If any of you are watching me and you're knitters, and you have ChiaoGoo interchangeable needles, can you please tell me if you like the Fortes or the, I don't know what they're called, but I use a lot of these and they're not interchangeable. They're ChiaoGoo red lace, but they're all aluminum, and I'm not crazy about the aluminum. I love the feel of this Forte, and I can't find Fortes that you can buy separately. This one was sent to me in a monthly kit years ago. This one's a US 7 with this one, and I don't know what brand this is, but the kit would send us like stuff to try. Oh, look at my frizzies. It would send us stuff to try. So I don't have a set of these ChiaoGoo Fortes, and I don't have a set of these, but I really seem to like this. And the only way I can get more of the ChiaoGoo Forte interchangeable, this is interchangeable. I don't know what kind of cable this is. The only way I can get them is to buy a whole set, which right now I saw is on sale. Is it Mad Tosh or Jimmy Bean's Wool? Somebody has them on sale right now for $250. Usually they're $320 for the set. And I don't want to spend that much. I would love if I could buy them separately, like one size at a time with the cable, but I can't do that. So anyhow, my question is, if you are a knitter and you use ChiaoGoos, ChiaoGoo Fortes or ChiaoGoo Silk Lace interchangeable, can you please tell me which one you love best, because I'm going to put it on my wish list if you all like these Fortes. You know, they have these joins here at the carbon fiber, and I worry about those getting loose and the yarn getting stuck on those, not sliding well. So that's what's making me hesitate to buy a very expensive set. Okay, that's all I have. That's my knitting in the last 2 months that I've been working on. Hopefully I'll have some projects finished by the next time I do an episode. And if you do crafts, please let me know. Comment below, please. Tell me what you do. I would love to know. I would love to get a little knitting group together, or crochet, or diamond painting, or embroidery, cross stitch, needlepoint, anything, painting, anything that you do. I would love to have a little community. Maybe we could even do Zoom, FaceTime, you know, and knit and crochet sometime. Okay, all right, thank you for watching, and have a blessed day, and until next time, take care, stay healthy, stay safe. Bye.